Previously on Gintama chapter 571 review.
My reaction to this last page of this chapter is Tasuma, Zora, Gintoki, even Kamui, where are you guys so you guys can catch this guy, because it's going to be a lot worse if Takasugi is dead. He's back, everybody. Starts out with Kagura and Kijima trying to catch Takasugi, who is basically just flying after that last chapter with him exploding and just flying out of nowhere, and it looks like that Takasugi is falling into some type of really creepy abyss underneath the ground. And in the middle of that chapter, Kijima tries to capture Takasugi. And if I want to say something comedic in this chapter that was not related to this, you guys remember a couple chapters ago when Kijima went over where Gintoki and Nogumi were at during their meeting, and then Kagura and Shinpachi were talking about they're mispronouncing her name known as vagina. I just want y'all to recall that because that was funny. Kijima was really disappointed when she couldn't even capture Takasugi from falling. We can all admit that we're all shipping it. Early on in this chapter, Baaaaaaaaaaack was actually going through a crowd of enemies. We get this little flashback where Baaaaaaaaaaack and Takasugi were in this conversation. Takasugi just said to Baaaaaaaaaaack that he won't die. And in the middle of the battlefield, we have Shinpachi. Yeah, Shinpachi is actually mentioned in this chapter and actually doing something. He's not in a major battle, which I don't expect until the next arc or so. But with Shinpachi, he is in the same area as Obaro. Now, I was a little bit worried about this because Obaro versus Shinpachi, I mean, for real, guys, who do you think will win that fight? Also, I want y'all to comment below. Do you guys like Obaro or you guys hate the dude? Because Obaro, I think he is an awesome villain, if you guys saw from my last reviews. With Shinpachi on the same battlefield as Obaro, we get this little panel with Utisuro just staring down at the battlefield. This with that happy grin on his face as the villain he is. Almost nearing to the end of the chapter, Gintoki got to the battlefield where he's at with his friends. And also in this chapter, I really like that we finally saw him from after a long hiatus of his character. That little glimpse, I'm pretty sure that's Kamui there. If I'm wrong, then comment below, but I'm pretty sure that's Kamui with that happy grin on his face, walking either away or going towards the battlefield. But I hope Kamui shows up where at the last part of the chapter for next chapter when this character comes back. This whole chapter was basically just fights with fathers, explosions everywhere. But at the last panel of this chapter, do you guys remember when Takasugi got freaking impaled during the Shogun assassination arc by Obaro? Let's just say it happens to two fathers, and they're all saying, "What just happened?" And everyone is shocked on their face. Who comes out of nowhere, on top of everybody, on top of that cliff. He survived it. Takasugi is back. Questions on everybody. How did Takasugi survive that fall? Well, I'll tell you one thing. Because he's badass, that's why. I say this chapter was pretty great, and seeing Takasugi back, there's gonna be a lot of sides on this fight, because Takasugi, whose side are you gonna be on? Are you gonna join Gintoki's side, which everyone's hoping that he would join this side and go up against Utisuro, or Sorachi gonna shock us all and make Takasugi join Utisuro's side?